My name's Adrienne Osborn, the owner of Performance High. This is Eric Golden. And Eric has taken some lessons at Performance High, actually for quite a while. You took lessons
Couple
from Kristen
years
for
now,
a couple
yeah.
years, yeah. And I just scheduled this little conversation with Eric to, this video is going to go out to, well, it's going to be on our website. And it's going to be kind of a resource for people who are maybe at the beginning of their musical journey. You've done a lot on your own. You're really motivated. You go to tons of open mic nights and stuff. And right now we're sitting outside a restaurant where you're about to do a gig.
Yes.
So that's cool. So anyway, start from wherever you want to start. Like when you got inspired to take action.
You know, that was the hardest thing, is because I played music I've been in and out of it. Always interested. Like, my dad's a musician, so I grew up around bands and tons of musical instruments, and the opportunity, and never took advantage of it. I was more interested in playing sports and stuff like that. As I got older, I was more interested in it and bought a guitar and really became just a couch player. I'd sit on the couch and play along with records, and that was fun and everything. But it was one of those things where especially my dad, he's going, he played open stages. It was part of like a house band, maybe a weekly jam. He was like, you just need to come out on stage and check it out and just do it. And my wife as well, she was like, you love music so much, and you've always, you sit around the house and play guitar all the time. Just pull the trigger and just go do it. It's like one of those things that you gotta rip the Band-Aid off. Like, once you've done it, you're like, oh, this was nearly not even close to as bad as I thought it was gonna be. And basically, I grabbed my guitar, just decided one day, just like all of a sudden I was like, screw it, let's go, here we go. And took my guitar down there, and they put me on stage, at the back of the stage by myself with an amp pointed only at me, and said,
you would hear all your mistakes and nobody else could.
And
great.
It was a jam band, so it's not like they had charts or anything. They would just turn and tell you it's in this key, and
try to keep up.
Go, figure it out, And then after doing that for a couple months or so, or maybe even not even that long, he was like, all right, I think you need to sing a song now. He goes, it's time to take that next step. And I was like, I can't sing. He goes, I don't know what you need. He goes, you're almost there. He goes, but I think you should go see a professional. I found you guys and started taking voice lessons. And really just took that to hone in the craft and practice it. But your showcase is kind of what was my first experience of getting on stage by myself, just me and a guitar. Everywhere I've always had a band, so like if I screw up on the guitar, it's no big deal. So did the showcase, did that. Again, another one of those where I'm like, oh, okay, I did it. I got through it. I survived. All right, not a big deal. So after that, it was like immediately I'm like, well, that was fun. I enjoyed that. I'm like, where can I go do this? And I just started looking up open mics around town and said, oh, I can go do this a couple times a week if I want to play 3, 4, 5 songs. And started there and just kind of kept working, honing the craft until I felt brave enough that I could do a full gig. Kind of grew from there to where now I'm playing mostly duos with another guitar player.
So what's the timeline on that, as far as like you mentioned, you getting on stage with your dad and your wife saying, come on, you got to get off your butt and do this, till, let's see, it was about in the last 6 or 8 months you started playing?
About a year ago. This place was about 6 months ago, and actually probably 3 years.
Okay, that's really fast, actually.
Yeah.
To go from, hey, I want to do this, to like you're getting paid to provide entertainment for Friday night, I guess this night. So that's pretty awesome. So can you talk about any of the challenges, like maybe the moments where you're like, well, I'm not sure if I want to continue this, or maybe you didn't have any of those particular moments, but like maybe plateaus or times when you thought this is taking longer than I want, or demotivating moments?
Just going to open mics all over town, to where you go into some, and you're like, wow, I felt like really good tonight, and I felt like blended with the talent really well, and then you go to others, and you're like, I'm so far away from being any good at all. And like you watch like 3 people go up before you, and they blow you away, and then you go on stage, and you're like, wow, I need to go home and quit after watching that, And it's like, so I think you have moments when you're around so much other talent that can sometimes discourage you. And then I think with anything, especially music though, like you can sit at home and practice singing and guitar, and like you just have those moments where you're like, I can't figure out how to play this guitar part, or I can't figure out how to sing this part, and sometimes it just beats you down. You have those moments where you're just like, wow, why can't I do this? This is the simplest thing. And when you have those moments, it's easy to go, why am I doing this to myself? Why do I keep putting myself out there? Because I'm just driving myself crazy. But then it's like, I found for me, when I have those moments, it's almost like you just got to set it down. Then you pick up the next day and you're like, oh, look at that.
Yeah.
I can do it.
Yeah.
For me, it's been very much of a just understanding that between singing and guitar playing, there's very highs and lows. Like you will go through a level where you were the same, no matter how hard you work. You're like, wow, I am not getting any better. And at times you feel like you're getting worse. But then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, you're like, wow, I've gotten like 10 times better this month and I'm not doing anything different. And it's like this real like ebb and flow and plateaus. It's so true. I mean, I think in a lot of life, but music, it's so true.
Yeah.
And for me, it's really like just, I love playing music and I love the music that I'm doing, the country music and playing guitar and singing. And it's like, for me, that kind of overrides that grind, you know, like you get in those ruts, but you kind of like, God, every time I pick up this guitar, I'm like, this is the greatest thing in the world. And then I look at, you know, you can compare from a small bar that you're going to play for 3 hours doing cover songs compared to going to a big arena or something where they pack at 20,000. It's like I get to sit up there for 3 hours and get paid to play music. Like this is the greatest thing in the world. Like, you know, and I think no matter what the scale of the venue or the amount you're being paid, at the end of the day, you're like, I get paid to play music. This is my favorite thing to do, and now I get to go out and get paid. And it's like, this is, I can't ask for anything better than this.
Yeah, I think what you said right there was really key. That it's not necessarily the size, and it's not necessarily the destination. It's loving the process. It's loving the journey and loving making music and realizing that the plateaus are part of life and part of music. I remember having that with my voice too, where I would get better for a while and then I would like take a step back and I'd be like, well, who would ever pay to hear this voice? Like, what is wrong with me? I must not be talented. And then that usually preceded a jump forward.
Yeah.
That was usually where the growth was happening under the surface, and then I see the growth. Well, wow, this was really dense and valuable. this is incredible. So I think it should probably be pretty inspirational for anyone who is maybe somewhere near the beginning of their journey, or maybe even the things you've said today apply through the whole journey.
Absolutely.
Because you never reach a point where you're like, okay, I'm good enough now.
Right.
There's always, you go to some better open mic, you go to another city, you try some new challenge, and then you have to go through those same things.
For sure.
So I think it's really valuable at all points.
For me, I've always looked at it as, I'll probably never be the most talented guitar player or vocalist in this world, but I am going to work harder than anybody to be as good as I can be. You know?
Hard work and work ethic will trump talent every single time.
Yeah, absolutely.
I've seen it over and over. Cool. Well, is there anything you'd like to add?
I don't think so. Just keep on trucking out there.
All right. Cool. All right. Thanks for taking the time.
Yeah, absolutely.